The Philadelphia 76ers, one of the most talented teams in the NBA, clearly aren't playing to their expectations. Obviously, they lost two important key pieces to their team, which are Jimmy Butler and JJ Redick, but still, they have incredible star power and reliable options throughout their starting five. Despite having an amazing team on paper, why aren't they considered top contenders in the league? What is up, guys? It is your boy Fo here, back at it again with another video. I know, guys, it's been a while. But anyways, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why the Philadelphia 76ers will not succeed in the bubble this year. Like I said in the intro, the 76ers have a really talented roster, but they seem to be having a miserable season even with the players they have. I'm here to break down the many reasons Philadelphia is struggling to win games that they should be winning. Point number 1, the role of Tobias Harris. With the loss of JJ Redick, Brett Brown really wanted Tobias Harris to step up and take the role JJ Redick used to have on the team. This was a big mistake, as we'll take a look into where Tobias Harris played his best basketball, which was with the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's a play ran by Avery Bradley, gives it to Tobias Harris, and looks like he's driving in and has an easy floater to the basket, and that's an easy 2 points. Right here, he pulls back for the pick and roll option, but it looks like he's going all the way and has another tough finish, but makes it look easy over Robin Lopez. Next play here, Tobias looks like he's calling for an ISO. He gets past his defender and just has an easy dunk. That's another easy 2 points. And looks like here Tobias wants it in the low post over 2 defenders, and he still gets it to go. That's once again another easy 2 points that Philadelphia could use like every game. Another pick and roll option, but he takes the pull up J right at the elbow, and that would be crucial to Philadelphia's offense. As you can see, that's just perfect basketball right there. If you take a look at Jimmy Butler, they both have very similar playstyles. They're both solid perimeter shooters, and they also have the ability to slash at a pretty decent level. If Tobias Harris was played a lot more like Jimmy Butler was used on the team last year, something as little as that can affect the 76ers offense in a massive way. Tobias Harris is a player who can shoot the ball, create his own shot, and can also drive in for an easy finish. If you see here, he's been played more as a catch and shoot player, and I don't think this is what Tobias does the best. If the Sixers create good spacing and run more offensive plays through Tobias Harris, I think their offense would get going a lot smoother. Point number 2, development of Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is one of the biggest problems on the 76ers. He's an extremely talented player and also has potential to become a top 5 player in the league. But if you see his stats throughout his whole NBA career so far, there's almost no change at all. His assists and rebounds seem like they're all in the range of the high 7s to low 8s, and his points per game seems to be quite similar as well. Although the biggest problem is his 3-point percentage. He's 2 for 23 from behind the arc in his whole NBA career. Anyways, if you take a look at elite level players in the league, all of them have an over average perimeter shot. The only one that is excluded from this might be Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he's still shooting over 30% from the 3-point line and is continuing to develop a better shot. He was once as low as a 15 3-point percentage in the 2014-15 season. Obviously, Ben Simmons by now should be shooting way more during NBA games to get comfortable with taking shots from deeper range. In 54 games this year, Ben Simmons took a total of 6 3-pointers, which is a big problem in today's NBA. He needs to step up his perimeter shooting during the offseason, and hey, who knows, he might start shooting the ball a lot more in the bubble. In these clips here, Ben Simmons is obviously working on his perimeter shooting, and he says he's going to approach shooting the ball more often. But I mean, he did say the exact same thing at the start of this season, and the next point, which is point number 3, is going to be about Al Horford. The only noted change we know the Sixers will start to use is playing Ben Simmons at the 4. Brett Brown had said this in a recent interview, and he's looking to play Shake Milton at the starting point guard position. I think this is a great idea, and Brett Brown should have looked into this a lot earlier on in the season, but it's better late than never. The problem I see with this is Shake Milton. Simmons could be great at the power forward position, as he's a big player with great slashing and defense. Shake Milton will be the deciding factor of whether or not this will work out. Sure, Shake Milton had a span of 3 really good games, one of them being against the Clippers surprisingly, but towards the last few games before the NBA was suspended, he didn't play as well. What I'm trying to say is he's not a promising player, and I personally doubt he'll be able to take the role of a starter. Take a look at Jeremy Lin. He had a span of really good games, and was starting to receive tons of attention and developed a name for himself as Linsanity, but his career just kept downfalling, and where is he now? Many players gain momentum and play well for a certain period of time. Playing well on a consistent basis separates the better players from the worst players. What I think will happen is Shake Milton will be played at the point guard spot during the start of the NBA reset, but it will not work out and Brett Brown will return to the normal rotation, which means Simmons will play at the 1 and Al Horford will get bumped back into the starting power forward position. Al Horford should be used as a rotation player for Embiid to get his rest. He's obviously not his best self when playing at the 4, as he's reached the lowest points per game he's seen since the 2008-2009 season. He's also reached his second lowest effective field goal percentage, first being his rookie season, at a percentage of 51.3. There's a big problem with Ben Simmons spacing out the floor when Embiid is doing his post work. The coverage of Simmons will always rotate to double team or pressure Embiid in passing the ball, while the other 3 defenders will stay tight on the 3 perimeter shooters. Instead, if Simmons is utilizing the paint for his scoring, and he's surrounded by shooters like Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, Shake Milton, and most importantly Al Horford at center, double teams and heavy pressuring won't be a problem for the Sixers offense. But I don't think Brett Brown's going to do anything about it, and he's just going to continue to put his most talented players on the floor at the same time. Point number 4, which will be the final point, is that there's no home court advantage. Philadelphia is a crazy city, and this only means they're surrounded by crazy fans. We've seen how loud the crowd gets when Simmons hit his first 2 threes in his whole career, and even statistically, the 76ers have the best home record in the league at 29 wins and 2 losses. Although, they have a record of 10 wins and 24 losses for away games, which are worse than the Magic, Knicks, Hornets, Suns, and obviously more, but those are some of the bigger upsets. In the bubble, they won't have one of their biggest strengths in winning games, which is having the home court advantage, and that will add on to the reason why they will not win this year's season. Anyways guys, that will conclude the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I upload different basketball-based videos. Make sure to turn on notifications to get an update on when I post, and until then, I'll see you guys next time.